What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a very entertaining episode of Monday Night Raw, the first one after Halloween. Ooh, spooky. How you doing, Matt?
Dude, great. There is no rest for the weary, just like last week when Big E kicked off Raw. Same thing this week, but with a Raw Women's Championship match between Bianca Belair and the man Becky Lynch. This was a great contest just to kick off Monday Night Raw with Becky, really showing off what she's got. She has done it in the past, but especially after pregnancy, I was super stoked for Becky Lynch even after this match, with a huge power bomb, even from Bianca to a manhandle slam by Becky Lynch. Bianca did get her foot on the rope. Then with Bianca dropping Becky right onto the announcer's table, it wasn't enough. Then with a grand slam, Lynch then gains momentum back in the ring, ripping the pad off the turnbuckle, but ends up rolling up Bianca Belair for the win. A little bit of a mismatch there, but Becky Lynch still your Raw Women's Champion.
Yeah, dude, this was the main event, and what a way to kick off Monday Night Raw. These women just absolutely brutalized each other.
Leading more, we have Austin Theory challenging Rey Mysterio next, especially with him facing Dominic the past few weeks. Why not challenge the father with Dominic ringside, Theory taunting the new star, then picking up Rey ringside. Just about to throw him back in the ring, Dominic spins Rey around to hit a DDT onto Theory to gain momentum, with Theory then hitting Dominic with a drop kick through the ropes. Rey goes for a 619, but Dominic actually slaps Theory, getting the match in a disqualification. So I think Rey Mysterio is a little pissed about this, but I think we know what's going to happen. There's going to be an end between Rey and Dominic pretty soon. Not now, but soon.
Oh, it's coming for sure. And I like Austin Theory. After every match, he takes a selfie with his fallen victim. You got to love it.
I think that's a new thing with him, so we're going to have to wait and see. After a quick backstage confrontation between Carmella and Queen Zelina, and of course, Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH, the faces, of course, challenged the heels to a match next. I was expecting a great match, and it was an actual pretty good match. Raw is putting on great wrestling for us, and they did last night, ending with Carmella pushing Rhea into the barricade, allowing Zelina to hit a code red for the win onto Nikki.
Yeah, dude,
I'm happy to see the heels take the win. Usually, Rhea and Nikki actually take the win most of the weeks, but I'm happy they actually lost, and we saw the heels take the win. So it's something fresh to look at.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They need to spice up that women's tag team division, and I think this was a perfect way to do it.
Absolutely. Especially with tag teams, we have Otis accompanying Chad Gable to the ring for Chad's match against Finn Balor. This was
Great
cool.
match.
I do like this. It's a little refreshing, from Chad Gable coming from SmackDown, of course. A few attempts with a sling blade to an armbar and then a reversal by Finn. Both men end up on the top rope and both fall down hard, but Finn turns the landing into a cradle to steal the win. A clean match for Finn Balor. I was happy to see him return to Monday Night Raw with the win.
Yeah, for sure. And this was just a great technical match. I mean, Raw's got the superstars to put on great matches, and they're certainly putting all of them to good use.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, especially with tag teams, they really have amped up tag teams for tonight's show. The Street Profits taking on Rude and Ziggler. I really am growing on Dolph Ziggler again, dude. Just something about him. I'm just growing back on him again. He'll come back into the title picture, maybe Intercontinental Champion soon. But nonetheless, with Dolph saving a pinfall, then with Rude hitting a DDT onto Montez, then turning their attention onto Dawkins, with Ford then making a pinfall save, with Omos just heading down out of nowhere, allowing Ziggler to steal the win over the Street Profits. Cool, I guess. I mean, something fresh.
Yeah, what's Omos doing there, man? Is he breaking up with AJ Styles? I guess we're just going to have to wait and stay tuned.
He's making some alliances. Maybe we'll have to wait and see. But moving forward, we have Damian Priest taking on the big man TBar in a no disqualification match. This was cool when it was brought out. But TBar manhandling Damian, tying him onto the ropes, then hitting him with a chair or kendo sticks from under the ring.
It was brutal.
Yeah, Damian did gain momentum, though, hitting him with a finisher for the win. I wasn't expecting Damian to actually win. I was hoping TBar was, but I'm happy, Damian still has some momentum. But Apollo Crews then heading down with Aziz inserting himself back into the title hunt with a little promo. So I'm happy Apollo Crews is, still a part of this. So great job on WWE for that.
Yeah, man, this would be a great triple threat match for a pay-per-view card. And I think that's what we're going to see in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Especially a pay-per-view card. What we have next, Rollins heading down with another promo about, of course, defeating Rey, Finn Balor, and even Kevin Owens, earning a title shot. Thinking he earns a title shot with Big E, then heading down to a good pop. Ultimately, Seth then mocking the New Day and Big E. This infuriated the big man. putting the title on the line tonight versus Seth, but Seth actually declined, saying he wasn't 100% from last week's ladder match. I'm sorry. So KO then heads down, consulting the Messiah, then challenging Big E to a match for the WWE title, and Big E actually accepts.
Yeah, we gotta love a fighting champion on Monday Night Raw, and that is certainly what Big E is.
We've had many before, but Big E, he's a good teddy bear to put right in that slot. But KO and E trading shots with E and Kevin Owens, yelling at each other. Big E blaming Kevin Owens for being in so-called cahoots with Seth Rollins, but nonetheless, Rollins hits Big E with a cheap shot while the ref had his back turned. Of course, he's got to have his back turned, with Big E reversing a cover and then hits a crucifix for the win. I was happy to see Big E. He was still standing tall, even with Seth trying to, get in the fray. But what actually happened, Kevin Owens grabbing the mic after this match saying it's all Rollins' fault for KO's loss, and then Kevin Owens challenging Seth to a match next week. Then Seth apologized to Big E in the ring, but Big E hits him with a big ending. So I think next week we're going to have Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens.
Oh, dude, this is going to be one hell of a match. Man, what if with Raw superstars not taking accountability for their losses? It's always somebody else's fault.
It is, but you know what? I'm going to take it. We don't always need a clean match. I always like some interference here and there, but it kind of makes them, it makes the superstar look better after losing from somebody making them take the L. So I prefer it.
Oh, me too. Well, guys, that was it for a very entertaining episode of Monday Night Raw, November 1st edition. Let us know what you thought about the show. Always like, comment, and subscribe. And our numbers have been going up recently, so let's keep it up on the upward trend. And we will see you guys Saturday for a SmackDown recap and Sunday for the championship race at NASCAR. Peace out.
Come on and fight.